Hello, my name's Laura Young and I'm St Clair's European Market Manager. The first wine that I'd like to share with you today is our Reserve Label Sauvignon Blanc. Our Reserve Labels are the top tier of wines that are produced at St Clair, and they basically represent the best wine that we have for that variety, for that vintage. We assure this by basically keeping all of our single vineyards separate during their fermentation. After the fermentations are finished, those wines are then graded, and depending on the grading will depend on where they fit into St Clair's portfolio. The Reserve is the best wine that we feel we have and the best representation of that variety. This is a process which is done blind and includes the family members, the winemakers, and also some other people from within the wine industry to keep it very objective. These wines, the Sauvignon Blancs, tend to come from a sub-region known as Dillon's Point, and this is out towards the coast, close to the ocean. It's an area which is slightly cooler than the rest of Marlborough, which means that we have this lovely drawn-out ripening season for the grapes, and it has the influence of the ocean. It has that maritime influence really at its best. So we have these lovely warm autumns allowing those grapes to really build up the flavours and the sugars that give us those really pungent and exuberant characters that we get in the Sauvignon Blanc and that St Clair is famous for. The other thing this area has is beautiful, rich alluvial soils. Sauvignon as a great variety is very greedy and needs a big engine if it's to produce all these lovely aromatic flavours in abundance like we get from New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. So this wine really is not just about the flavour, it's about the texture as well. It's classic in that it's made in stainless steel, so all about the fruit flavours and all about showcasing the grapes that have gone into this wine. And what we get when you smell the wine is those classic aromas of passion fruit. You get that lovely blackcurrant, those herbal layers are underlying there, as well as a bit of a salty mineral character which is adding complexity. It jumps out the glass but in a really beautiful concentrated way. And those flavours and that concentration follows on to the palate. So what you'll get is that lovely layering of intense tropical fruit character with those mineral notes, that kind of oyster shell and salty mineral character, which is coming really from the soils where the grapes are grown and that proximity to the salty ocean sea. This wine, what I love about this wine is it's not just about the flavour, but it's about how the wine feels as well when you taste it. And it has this lovely round richness to the palate that's cut through by that lovely crisp acidity, which is another hallmark of New Zealand wines, is that lovely fresh acidity that really brings the wine alive. So I hope that you are enjoying the wine over there in Poland. I'm sorry I can't be there with you, but cheers.